Good afternoon, my name's Shane Dodman and I'm here to present evidence regarding molecule 3 from the warehouse incident in Broadmeadows. What I've been able to identify from the data given to us is that the substance is most likely to be benzyl methyl ketone. That is it's a precursor drug towards methamphetamines, and we can discuss that in a moment. The process on how we attended that using mass spectroscopy, we were able to determine an elemental analysis of the substance, came up with a molecular weight from that, which we were then able to determine was 80.6% carbon, 7.5% hydrogen and 11.9% oxygen. Working through that process, we were able to come up with a molecular formula which gave us C9H10 and O. That was also the empirical formula. Running a few tests, we decided we found that the substance was insoluble in water, but soluble in hexane, denoting it then as non-polar. It did not decolorize bromine, so no, it does not discard. It has double bonds. Yes, it does have double bonds. Sorry, definitely does have double bonds. Excuse me, Your Honour. It was negative to Toland's reagent, which then therefore ruled out aldehydes and indicates double bonds. No, it indicates ketones. I'm sorry, my handwriting's terrible. Positive to Brady's reagent, which again indicates the aldehydes ketones, which we then ruled out the aldehydes. So we're pretty confident it's a ketone. Confirm that on carbon-13 NMR spectrum with some significant spikes in the aromatic space, around 130 parts per million. And it was also denoted that the proton decoupled at just short of 210 parts per million, a fairly telltale sign for ketones. We did some further testing then in regards to the aromatic ring, and on a proton HMR, we were able to establish that it was likely benzene with 2 peaks really obvious just past 7 parts per million. We were also able to establish that there was some ketones as part of the carbonyl, as part of the transmittent IR spectrum that we denoted there too. Looking at the mass spectroscopy, 90, we returned a result of 43, which is most abundant, and 91, which was the trophilium ion. Again, looking at the H1 NMR, also some significant peaks at around 2 parts per million, which are likely a methyl group, given that they're likely to be less shielded than others. Therefore, we've established benzyl methyl ketone, again a precursor to phenylacetone, a ingredient in the production of methamphetamine. With a tube furnace reaction, that can be reduced, methamphetamine can be produced using phenylacetone and methylamine through a reductive animation reaction. We then can produce phenylacetone in a tube furnace using phenylacetic acid and acetic acid to go forward from there. In terms of my confidence, it is my experience in this regard that I'm about as confident as I can be. Yes, thank you.